All right, and we can read
It's
some
the ledger
cases.
you found in the trash. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date
Wait,
back.
that's it?
The notebook is annual.
Naming convention?
Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system.
And they're
Yes,
capital letters.
all
Press the
caps.
wrong button.
Others appear more. It's going to take an effort to piece
Oh,
these
must have
case
pressed the wrong
files
button.
together. But you
Done
don't
reading.
exactly.
Read a case
It
file.
takes about half an hour to piece
Next world
one to-
mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. The mural is enormous. 2 silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible, only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
But do I ever find it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design.
Oh.
The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between 2 options, a staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it.
What?
Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
Oh. Listen, I must have. No. Get
No
it
one
out of here.
cares what you believe in, man with the smelly toilet ledger.
Can't believe it.
What do you
Like,
want to
yeah,
tackle next?
That's the middle class,
Or are
right?
we done?
All right. How about
It
this
would
one?
be very interesting to read about these, wouldn't it? I mean, there seems to be a square-shaped entry wound in the victim's forehead. She's been sitting there for weeks, on her rocking chair, with a square hole in her skull, staring at the wall, her mouth agape.
But
That's all you got. From the half hour you spent piecing it together, all you know is the entry wound was square-shaped. You never found the bullet. And then another body showed up, also with a square hole in his forehead.
What?
Who knows? Those pages are missing. What next?
screw you, Ledger.
Don't worry. One day.
No. Don't be cryptic. All right, fine.
Some
Find the couch.
assholes brought their couch outside and hung out on it. In the middle of the street, on the roof, on the hillside by the motorway. You know, at an unexpected location. They were young, and they thought they looked cool on it.
They didn't, though.
Insufferable dicks. Young people are the worst. So anyway, you got a complaint about the damn sofa, or couch, or whatever it is. They were leaving it out in all these unexpected and whimsical locations. They took it to where they also took photos of themselves on it, and smoked cigarettes, and drank coffee because they felt it's intellectual. Cigarette butts, coffee cups, stupid couch. You had to clean it all up, and you did. So congratulations to you. Case solved.
Is it solved? Did I catch them?
No, you didn't have time for that. These notes show that you have what is called a real goddamn job. You don't have time to be chasing down the couch assholes. You have a real job to do. What next?
Boo. Anyway.
Murder. Tum 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 at the hookah parlor was a case originally assigned to an officer called Joseph Mills, who is now dead, of circumstances completely unconnected to murder at the hookah parlor.
Yeah, but how though?
Beaten to death by a throng of Villalobos gang members when him and his partner J.M., only initials mentioned, answered a call one night. It's a sad story, and it isn't really represented in your case files. Stop stalling and get to the murder at the hookah parlor.
I'll do whatever I want. Anyway, let's go.
Joseph Mills
Right,
was in
on
this
with it.
case that he just couldn't solve. Was doing it solo. Said it was a real nutcracker, a real brain twister. Was on it for, like, a month. The captain got impatient. Shit or get off the pot, Mills. Mills didn't get off the pot. Not yet. He kept at it for a couple of weeks more, racking his brains, running with every theory, as outlandish as they seemed. Still couldn't solve the murder at the hookah parlor. Tough case, he said. Toughest he's ever had.
Yeah, but how good was he?
No, he was awful.
Oh.
Awful sense of humor, too. The worst jokes you've ever heard. Really rapey.
Oh.
Still, he'd been on it for months now. Said it was the final case. Said it was uncrackable. That murderer vanished into thin air. That goddamn hookah parlor was all he talked about.
All right.
Okay, so the case is handed to you because Mills isn't getting anywhere, and you look into it. Here's the setup. A young man is found dead in a hookah parlor. You know, those places where you go and smoke bubblegum-flavored vapor all day.
So,
Yeah, so anyway, young man in his 20s found with his skull busted open, right on the floor of the hookah parlor, in the middle of the day. No one else is in there. Only client that day. In perfect health, too. Some kind of movie producer. No one enters. No one exits. He's just sucking on his watermelon hookah all morning, all noon, like he usually does. He's a regular. No calls, nothing. Just sucking on the hookah until 15:45. Then bam, he's dead on the floor with his skull busted open. Blood everywhere. What happened? How can it be?
how can it be?
Mills has no idea. Invisible assassin. Movie deal gone sour. Girl at the counter did it. Nothing fits. Eerie. Man just dropped dead. So you go to the parlor. You see cushions around the table. Table's low, heavy, really sharp edge.
So the thing?
See? You can't even read the thing without solving it. Yeah, it was that. Turns out hookah does do something. It turns off your brain's oxygen supply, and you don't notice it until you get up to go to the bathroom.
There for 6 hours?
Yeah. Was he there for 6 hours?
Smoking hookah. Didn't you hear? I don't know. Trying to come up with a movie script, maybe. Anyway, that was murder at the hookah parlor. Joseph Mills wasn't a good detective, and about 30 minutes has passed, piecing it together. Next.
All right, I've read them all.
Not much has
You
changed.
still have
in the
that? Did you
meanwhile.
fail a
A
check in
bunch
here?
of sodden paper
before?
still sags from the clipboard.
Perhaps somewhere.
It's made of dark blue plastic.
Take it.
Something rattles inside, ever so lightly. Is there a hidden compartment? And something small inside? Light, made of paper or cardboard? Or dried flowers, perhaps? Permeables. It's not hidden per se. The compartment is made for permeable materials that would get damaged if something happened to it.
What's in there?
The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot see to its center.
All right. How would I open it?
With your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board.
Wait, crack it on the knee like Bert?
No. Also, Lonesome Long Way Home is giving me a -1. Stupid book.
Yeah.
All right. Well, 92. So let's go.
The two sides of the board appear slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off its slides. If you bend the plastic on your knee, slowly, The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know,
Open it.
without resistance or sound. The two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's in?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Oh, oh,
What is that third one?
Yep.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Anyway, we're gonna pick up the ticket stubs. No, we're not.
It's
gonna close it.
slightly
We're gonna
ever
put it
so-
away. We're gonna save.
It's just
You don't fucking trust that.
Not even slightly.
It's the ledger you found.
Hidden
Without
drawer.
resistance,
Pick up
2
tickets.
octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there, too.
Pick up the card.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Sniff it.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored,
Whoa.
exactly like the gum wrapper you found. The same brand of chewing gum.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
But
Damn, one volition is saying throw it away.
it will make me happy.
Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
Whoa. You've never heard Shivers
I've never
before.
had shivers go off.
Shivers is interesting.
What?
Far away and outside, the reeds hiss with desperation. Step out.
Take this house.
I'll take this outside. Let's go.
I like Shivers
Balcony will
as a
probably be
different
good enough,
voice.
but-
Say what?
I like that Shivers as a different voice.
And?
Oh.
Oh, I was saying the balcony's probably good enough.
Yeah. Back in there.
It's the ledger you found. Without resistance or sound, thin wax paper has been glued to a
Open it.
familiar handwriting lines. A young woman, Harry, throw it away, please.
But it'll make me
No.
happy.
Make me happy.
A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and raising newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it. Now that you're out, let go.
I let go.
Just like that, the wind picks it from
The
your
whole
fingers.
ledger?
Cold, they let go. The wax paper rustles, a whisper light and low. Then a sudden gust raises the postcard to the drizzle grey sky above, away from you. A small piece of paper dances above Martinez, above slow waves crashing the shore, and the war-torn houses, and the new bâtiments devant alike. Above you, looking up to the grey sky, with your hair greasy and wet, and above the distant streets and the 881, even above the old fish market and the church. Its material existence is lost. This great city will pocket it for you, for your own sake. Forget about it. Not for yourself, for the people of Revachol. Under Precinct 41, where typewriters fire long into the night, and officers walk the great steps and the bridge, long after the card has landed in the cold shore waters, its writing dissolved, material disintegrated. The wind carries the keepsake away from you. To the southwest, the pale violet dot disappears.
I've gained a Ledger of Oblivion.
Yep.
The ledger of oblivion-induced mental health is just as shabby as the damaged ledger anyway. A bunch of sodden papers on a clipboard. Better not to waste more time with it.
The Ledger of Oblivion is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your hand.
Now I can
for
equip
field
it.
bonuses.
Now it's a
Find
tool.
it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Oh, wait, -1 in the fire. That's the
No,
all right.
but authority and suggestion.
Authority and suggestion. Unfortunately, I need my money and I need my boxes. But we can equip it for checks.
Yeah. You start a conversation, right? And be like,
that
I'm gonna do this. At the very least, the bag is only useful walking around.
Yeah. Okay.
And you
Cool.
can still interact with it.
I can still interact with it, but like, what else? I mean,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
there's
It's the
only one way
ledger
to.
you
That's
found
the
in
same.
trash. A
My
cabbage of
my guess would
papers.
be if you just hadn't read the cases.
Right.
Still can.
Okay. Now we're done.
Well, that was a thing.
That sure was a thing.
Now it is 2:05 a.m.
It has been for a while.
Yes.
Can I pick up this bottle?
No.
Damn it.
A bottle is non-recyclable.
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
Well, can I like clean up the bed?
The
No.
bed is cold.
No?
and
Cool.
not
You
lit-
lie on your filth.
Lie on the pile.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep doesn't come.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Check it.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat. And grease.
Blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here. Intimate and warm. Breathing. A bit tense in the muscles. Relax. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Solve the case.
Something to do with, what was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brainwaves.
What if I try again?
Something to do with,
Nothing.
what
Cool.
was it that the lieutenant said? Your breathing steadies.
Okay.
A great silence washes
He's just
over
yelling
you
at me. Don't worry about
until
it.
your eyelids twitch in your sleep, and images start forming.
Does your mind see the mist is unnavigable?
Honestly, I was half expecting Kuno. Alright. Looks like we're doing this.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
No.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
Who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I am going to assume I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Who is this? I have no idea.
Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy.
I have no idea who that is.
Where the hell are yours?
Hmm. You know what? Nah.
They
I'll
were
make
only
new friends.
cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Yeah, I can come back.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
But I gotta solve the case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet. Grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
They've invented a new one just for me.
Oh,
God
yes,
damn it.
Party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry. Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Refreshing.
Nothing like a good night's sleep.
I arise. Slowly, painfully.
Good going, buddy.
It was good though.
Really? Because you feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
False. I am healed.
You mean why
And this is
are
why
you
I
so
never
tired?
trust you,
Too
electrochemistry.
tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
No.
That's
good,
not
though.
really true. Your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Screw you,
Don't do
electrochemistry.
that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Correct, Volition. I'm not going to go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
No.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
I'll do just great, thank you. I got Volition. He's got my back.
Yeah. Volition's cool. Why aren't you?
Volition's also juiced up.
Wanted me to lick a table.
Yeah, Volition. Your Volition is strong as shit right now.
Yeah.
5 morale health.
Where am I?
Volition's a Chad.
Oh. Okay. Fuck him.
Morning. I've got some good news. I took care of the body. The thought of him decomposing in my MC wouldn't let me sleep.
Thanks.
I'm just glad he's gone. We have other matters to attend to. The Union muscle finally turned up, and they look rowdy. We need to talk to them.
Are these the guys?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
Let's go.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Fucking big time, the Union guys.
Yeah.
Totally ignore them.
streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
Yeah, but that's main question.
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
If the yellow stat says do it, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna come back later. I got bottles to pick up. But before
Thank you.
that, sir,
Porks.
I would like to pay for my
Can
room.
I help you? Got the 20
Let's just
round.
already have that money out of my pockets. I
Good.
don't have to
You
think
got
about
the room
it.
for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Hello.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Hey, everything good?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something to look into later. Ask God, maybe.
Why you can't use the phone?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle might just be the thing to take your mind off the hangover.
Screw you, option 2.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
No, I don't. Tell me about the expedition.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it?
Hey, what about Gary?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
All right, well, you know, waterlock's broken.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Someone.
Traffic hooliganry.
Yeah, option 1.
Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you both.
You're
Case
welcome,
solved.
ma'am.
See? 5 experience for something I already did.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
All right.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
So, scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What's
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Ow.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
I think you can equip a budget.